Hello Prep 3, how are you? Today we're going to talk about OL Unit 10, the grammar of that unit, which is future forms. We have 4 forms of tenses we will use to talk about future events. First, we will start with the present simple. We use the present simple to talk about fixed timetable. Fixed timetable. Which means when we talk about set dates of maybe trains, planes, classes. So when we talk about the dates of trains or planes or classes in the future, we will use the present simple form. For example, the plane leaves at 5 p.m. The class starts at 8 a.m. and etc. So, when we talk about fixed timetable concerning the future, we will use the present simple. The second tense form we will use when we talk about future events will be the present continuous. We use the present continuous to talk about fixed arrangements. What does the term fixed arrangements means? It's talking about an action that will happen in the future, just like traveling or going to the cinema. Meaning, I am taking steps to make that action come true. So there's a great difference between planning to travel or going to the cinema and making arrangements to make that action come true. For example, I am traveling to Cairo. I booked the tickets. So, traveling to Cairo in the present continuous form means that I already arranged for it. What is my clue? I bought the tickets. I am going to the cinema. Going to the cinema. I bought the tickets. Now, listen up. We have a great difference between planning and arrangements. I am planning, but I didn't take any step to do that action. On the other side, I have arranged for making something happen in the future. Planning is the key to our coming future, which is going to plus infinitive future form. As we have just mentioned that there's a great difference between planning to do something and arranging for that thing to happen. We have just mentioned that arranging for something to happen, we will use present continuous. So what about planning for something to happen? When we plan or intend or take a decision to make something, we will use the future form of going to. So, future form going to is used for plans, intentions, and decisions. For example, I am going to travel to London. I have made a decision. I will travel to London. Did I arrange for it? No. That's why I'm going to choose the future going to. She's going to watch a movie. She intends to. just in her intention to watch a movie. She didn't arrange for watching that movie. She didn't choose a movie. She didn't choose the time when she will watch that movie. That's why we will use the future going to when we're talking about plans, intentions, or decisions. The second usages for future going to is prediction with evidence. I predict, I think that something will happen in the future and I have an evidence. For example, she's going to pass the exam. I think that she is going to pass the exam. Why are you so sure? Because I have an evidence. What is your evidence? She has been studying all night. Another example, she's going to win the race. Where the evidence? She's running so fast. So now I have a race, lots of runners, and I see that she is running so fast, faster than them. That's why I predict that she's going to win the race. The last future form we will have today is will. We use will to talk about quick decisions, promises and threats, prediction without evidence. For example, it's so hot I will open the window. I have just made a quick decision of opening the window. I promise I will call you tomorrow. If you don't listen to me, I'll tell your father. And here we have maybe a mother threatening her children. I think it will rain today. I predict that it will rain today, but I don't have an evidence. Here we have one last point we must talk about: personal features. Personal features are like smart, happy or sad, fast, slow, clever, tall, short, and etc. We never deal with personal features as evidences. Personal features are not evidences. For example, she is smart. She will pass the exam. Here, the adjective smart is a personal feature and it isn't an evidence. That's why I am predicting without evidence and I used will form. On the other hand, she's studying hard. She's going to pass the exam. Here I predict that she's going to pass the exam because I have an evidence, which is studying hard. So for one more time, personal features are not evidences. We have to use an evidence in order to use going to for the future form.